What's going on, everybody? It's Big T with GreenWallSt.com, back with another video. I know it's been, a few days since my last upload. Only like 200, I think, or something like that. But honestly, I don't know. I've been streaming for the last couple of weeks, been talking about it. But I feel like last year I just kind of burned myself out on content creation and YouTube, and with how crazy the market and trading has been for the last 18 months, I decided to kind of just put my head down and grind it out and, grind in silence. And that's kind of what I've been doing for this year. And I feel like I'm at a point where finally, I'm just not taking it as seriously, the YouTube and Twitch thing, which I think is good. For the longest time, I just really viewed it as a job, because I mean it is a job to some people, but I feel like I'm in a much better headspace to create content that I really want to and enjoy. And I've been streaming just about every day, doing live streams on Twitch after the market closes, doing some trading stuff, and on the weekends playing some games. Been playing a little Warzone and some chess streams, so it's been fun, and I'm actually enjoying it. So hopefully I can keep that going. Figured I'd upload a trading video here on the GreenWallSt channel. Recorded like 4 or 5 of these over the past week since the market's been heating up again. So I won't bore you any further with the explanation. Thank you all for tuning into the video. If you're still here, I appreciate it. Probably not the last time I'm going to burn out on YouTube, and definitely was not the first time either. But anyway, this is 2 trades actually at the same time that I recorded earlier this week. I wanted to do like an actual live trading video where I'm talking through it in the moment. The thing is, it's too much. It's too much. Trading is hard, and there's a lot of thoughts that have to go through your mind during the moment, and you have to react at a split second. And if I'm thinking about what I'm trying to explain and that sort of thing, it could be the difference in making or losing thousands of dollars. So much easier for me to focus on the trading in the moment and then kind of go back and explain what's going on afterwards. So let's hop into it. This is 8:29 a.m. Central Time, about 40 seconds before the market opens. And these are the 2 stocks I've got on my main screen. BBIG, big social media stock being pumped across the world. Some of y'all are probably familiar with it. So I traded this quite a bit since it's been in play over the past week. And FCUV was the other. I was watching other stocks as well, but these were the main 2 that I had up on my main screens that I figured I would end up trading and actually did. So 5 seconds until the market opens. And essentially, I mean, at this point, I've already got, kind of an idea of what I want to see these stocks do off the open and how I want to trade them. So BBIG had ran the previous day, and you can see it was gapping down. It was down 4% right off the open. So my idea was, if the stock bounced and made an attempt to rally back, I was going to short it. So just like, the videos I was posting last year, very similar strategy, taking these parabolic stocks and 95% of the time being short biased. I know a lot of people ain't gonna like to hear that. It's for whatever reason. People don't like short sellers in the market, but that's a conversation for another day. So you can see I started in to BBIG, and essentially I was risking up to 10. So my idea was 930, 950-ish range is where I wanted to see it kind of pop to. And if it got over 10, I would admit that I was wrong and stop out of the trade. And FCUV was kind of in a price range that I don't trade well. This like $20 stock, and it's extremely volatile. You can see, in 1 minute off the open, we're from $21 a share to 24, almost 25. So the volatility on this is insane, which is great if you're a trader, but you can very quickly get on the wrong side of this. So I was staying extra patient on this. My idea was some kind of push towards 24, even 26, to get short and stop out over 28. And you can see BBIG, pretty simple stuff. It got that move up to 930, like 953 was the high, and now we're starting to sell off. And at this point in the trade, it's tough to know exactly where I want to cover, but I know somewhere down near pre-market lows, 880, 890 is kind of where I want to be, covering that position and taking some profits. And my idea on FCUV, since it was easy to borrow, it was, in that price range that I don't trade well, I didn't want to be the first guy in there. A lot of successful trading is really about patience and waiting for those ideal opportunities, letting everybody else, kind of jump in something and FOMO into it and get themselves in a bind. And that's where the good trading opportunities come in. You don't want to be the guy that gets in a bind. You want to wait. And it happens every day. A lot of people don't have the patience to wait for other people to get trapped, wait for something to squeeze, wait for the setup to really happen. But it happens every day because most people can't do that. They don't have the discipline to wait. So you'll see my entry on FCUV in a moment here. I'm essentially waiting until I see something that looks fantastic, and I think it'll make more sense once you see why I chose to enter when I did. Or maybe not. If you're brand new to trading, it's not going to make any sense at all. But if you've traded a little bit, then it'll make sense. So BBIG still in this trade. Just trying to stay patient with it. Letting it work. Nothing's ever going to work immediately and go straight down or straight up. Very rarely does that happen. You got to kind of give things wiggle room and let them trade out a little bit and trade the bigger picture idea and not get shaken up by small kind of micro moves in the stock. So this is an important moment in FCUV. You can see it starting to kind of have trouble at this 2350, 24 range. It's been chopping around here for 3 or 4 minutes and having trouble with that area. So at this point in the trade, I'm waiting for all those shorts to pile in, and I'm waiting for them to get in trouble, right? Because I'm not the only person with this idea in the world. The idea is not the hard part, it's the execution of it. That's the hard part. So again, I'm just waiting for something in the tape to show me that long traders are about to be screwed. And that's kind of what I'm waiting on. And finally getting a flush under 9 in BBIG. You can see me zooming out to a 5-minute chart. I'm just doing that so I keep the bigger picture trade idea in mind, and I don't, really start focusing on the micro moves. So here we go. This is kind of the, I think, secondary kind of breakout style push in FCUV. So this is the push where everybody who started to short early, they're getting squeezed out, right? And I'm watching this, and as it breaks out and as it starts to fail, that breakout, that's when I want to be in the trade, because everybody that's buying right now for the breakout and everybody that's covering their shorts, that's how moves reverse in the market. You need everybody to get offsides and trapped. So essentially I'm waiting for this breakout to start to stuff, actually. And I know a lot of the terminology and stuff is not going to make sense if you have just started trading, but you can see it stuffing now, and I got a 2450 fill on that, and it was pretty much perfect. So at this point, I'm in the driver's seat of the trade. If I'm ever up that quickly in a trade, typically now I'm going to set my stop at break even and just give myself a quote unquote free trade. So I'm actually looking to add to this. So the next time it bounces, I'm doubling my position and doubling down on the short. And now that next flush back down towards pre-market lows is where I want to be covering and taking profits. And I think at this point I'm starting to get ready to cut this BBIG and take some profits. So down here into the pre-market lows, just like the plan was. As we hit that, I cover half the position, and then I try to stay a little bit patient on the other half and see if we continue to kind of just barrel lower. And it looks like it starts to hold 880s, so I think very shortly I start to just cover the rest of that position and take that easy dub. Pretty much right off the open, 10 minutes into the day, things are super volatile, and you could be right on a position 1 minute, and literally 10 seconds later, you could be dead wrong, and it could go the other way. So in the mornings, I'm not trying to be super, super patient for trades to work. If I get in there and I nail something, typically I'm booking it, and I'm taking profits. So again, this is me zooming out on a 1 minute and trying to see, okay, what is the big picture idea? Like, where should I be looking to cover? And I know it's around this area, but again, I'm trying to be a little aggressive. I've already covered half, so it's gonna be a winning trade. At this point, it's just how big of a winning trade is it gonna be? And I covered, I think, a fourth of my position on FCUV. I was hoping we were gonna go lower, down to 20, even 19s, and cover somewhere around there, but it started to hold 2150 multiple times, minute after minute, and eventually I think I just end up covering that as well. So cover the rest of BBIG. At that point, I'm just leaving it alone and waiting for another kind of high probability opportunity to show itself. And I've covered a little bit more of FCUV at this point. I'm holding on to, it looks like, about a third of my original position, and kind of just waiting to see what it does, to see if we kind of break through that 2150 level and head lower, or if it's going to hold again. So it's just continuing to kind of hold. You can see that it starts to flush under 2150. So now how it reacts here is really important to me. If it just rips back through and starts holding the lows, which it does, I'm gonna cover the rest of that position and just kind of call that a trade, because it had an opportunity to go lower and it didn't want to. So that was essentially it. That was pretty small size trades in the grand scheme of things. 1,000 shares on BBIG, 250 on FCUV, but within 10 minutes I was an $850 morning on two trades. So it's a good way to start the day, be kind of in the driver's seat for the rest of the day with profits. That way I can trade the rest of the day confidently. It always sucks going down in the first 5-10 minutes and losing money, and then you're have to fight the emotional battles of revenge trading and all sorts of bad trading habits. So it's always good when you can just go up and then kind of fight from a position of strength for the rest of the day. But that was pretty much it. It was very, very simple idea. Those stocks were downtrending pre-market, waited for them to bounce, waited for that ideal opportunity for people to get trapped, and took positions, covered the high probability move, didn't stick around for more, and that was it. $850 on the day. So hopefully that made sense to some of y'all. GreenWallSt.com. We are running a 5-day free trial. We have been for the entire year. So if you are interested in trading, it honestly, the reason I really haven't been gaming a lot for the last 12 months, 18 months is the market's been insane. I trade 8 hours a day. Because there's so much opportunity, there's so much volatility and so many stocks moving each day with so much volume, so many new traders in the market, which is great if you know how to take advantage of that. So never been a better time to get involved in trading and, start the journey. It's not easy. It's never easy, even when you kind of learn what you're doing, but, definitely worth it. So if you guys are interested, GreenWallSt.com, running a 5-day free trial. Spend a week inside the room, watch the educational material. If you decide it's not for you, you can cancel risk-free. And I think if you truly do have interest in it, though, you'll find a lot of value in it. We've got a lot of guys inside the room that are firing on all cylinders and really learning how to play the game. So it's good to see. Also, twitch.tv/bigtimer. I've been streaming 3 p.m. Central Standard Time every day during the week, kind of going over these trades, market recaps, and just talking shop on trading. I am going on vacation, though, on Wednesday of this next week, and I'll be gone for like 8 days. So I'm going to try to pre-record maybe 1 or 2 YouTube videos, but unfortunately I won't be able to stream during that time. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We'll come back with some more live trade videos and things over the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. Congratulations, Max Verstappen, on the Zandvoort Grand Prix first place finish. That was a fun race to watch. Hopefully you guys got a chance to check it out, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out, everybody.